Hello everybody, my name is VirusAlertable and I am back to bring you guys another video. Today we'll be coming to look at the long-awaited Windows Longhorn series. I'm finally able to start it after a year of inactivity. I'd like to say I'm really sorry you guys for that whole 1 year of inactivity. I'll kind of explain a little bit as the video goes on, but right now the most important thing is that we are looking at Windows Longhorn Milestone 3 build 3683. This is the first build that was released, and it was leaked out from a group called X. Let me see. I'm sorry to say that it was called like X Beta. I'm pretty sure that's what they were called. X Betas. Yeah. I'm sorry. I have my notes over here. They're kind of jumbled up. And yeah. And look at this. We're already in the build. The one thing that we missed was the out-of-box experience, which had different music. The music, and I will give you that. What was it called? I know I have it in my notes. Alright. Yeah, but it had some different. It had different music from like the original music that you hear. Like you'll probably be hearing it right now. That was the Windows XP Ubi music, and I don't seem to. I don't have the name on me. I'm sorry, guys. I came a little unprepared. Well, what the important thing is that we got the build up and running. It took me a while. This is one of the more stable builds of Windows Longhorn, which is really cool. I didn't have many problems installing the build. There were some crashes here and there. I had to kind of pause the recording for a little bit and then re-log in because of, you know, just some issues. So you can see everything looks really different. Looks like display properties looks a little bit more different. That's really, really cool. I really like that. Oh, there's some errors here. And as some of you might know, that this Longhorn was built upon the Windows 2003 server code base, which is pretty cool. Oh, and here we go. I got the music. The music for the Ubi was Pink Martini, No Hay Problema. So that's what it is right there. I'm sorry I couldn't get the Ubi there. I didn't even have any sound drivers on here, so I'm really sorry. Looks like everything else looks relatively the same. Nothing too different. It does have some changes. The flag is all white this time. It's not the, you know, the multicolored flag. Start menu looks relatively the same. IE looks the same. Looks like the flag has changed slightly in the corner. I don't know if you guys can see that. But let me tell you guys some about the features. Some of the features are really cool. So definitely you guys can tell that there's some. Oh look, here's another one of the small differences. Like it's actually kind of like the Windows Vista, Windows 7, and Windows 10, 8, 8.1, and 10 feature, where you can see how much storage your hard disk drive are taking, and that's really cool. I really like that. There's new wallpapers. There's a new theme called Plex. I believe it's the one that I'm using right now. Explorer has some little changes you can see. There's also in Control Panel. Control Panel looks relatively the same. And I'm going to look at the properties right now so you guys can see. Some properties looks relatively the same, nothing too different. That's version 2003, but we know the build is actually the build is really 63683. It shows on the top bottom corner of the build for the background, which is really cool. There's some hints that Avalon is here. The display properties is an Avalon application, completely buggy, but hardly complete and buggy, which is the one that we kind of solved, which I showed you guys. Windows Media Center is also in this build, but it is very unstable. I'll run it right now. As I go into it, as you can see, it kind of doesn't look like it's starting. I go to Task Manager. I'm like, what's going on? It doesn't seem like it's using any of the actual system resources. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. So you guys had to hear a little bit of silence there. We got MSN. MSN looks relatively the same. And a little bit more on the features. There's some features I actually missed in this build that I didn't know existed. There are WinFS, and then, which is like indices in the complete root of the computer, and virtual folders, which is really cool. I didn't even get to see these. There's Startup Applications Monitor. It's all available in MS Config. In the albums and playlists, you're able to create collections of pictures and songs by creating an album or a playlist, which is really cool. You're able to do ratings on any like songs that you have on your computer. There's new buttons in the toolbar. You guys might have seen it. There's the zoom, the details pane, and there's pivots. There's an open file dialog. It's kind of revitalized. I didn't get to see that. I honestly, by the time when I was making this video, when I was making these, I didn't know that these features existed. None of my sources had any of it, and I found a new source. I'll link it down below. And I never had any of these, so I might consider reshooting things, or I might just keep I might keep the footage, show you guys some actual pictures. I might actually put some pictures up so you guys can see that there's nothing really happening here, but I'll show you guys some pictures. So file copy resolve, basically saying that it's kind of showing you the actual, like say you're trying to copy over a picture, it'll show you a thumbnail of the picture that's similar to this one, that it's already called, like whatever, say it's called picture 1, and you try to save it as the same thing as picture 1. It's going to show you a little thumbnail to tell you if you want to keep the source or you want to keep the destination file, or like, you know, replace it, which is really cool. They also introduced the Windows briefcase on here. They've also have some branding API, which shows the company name, the product name, which is Windows Product Revitalization. They called it Longhorn XP. It's really cool. Really like that. There's game definition files on here, and then there's desktop compositing, which it's DCE of the desktop wallpaper. It shows it on here, but it says it doesn't work on VM configurations. But I'll show you guys that right there with pictures and everything. It's really cool. Now we're just kind of looking around, just seeing what else has changed. It looks like nothing much else has changed. Excuse me. Now, on a little bit of why I was gone, guys. Just, life happens sometimes, and, you know, times get a little bit tough. You go with the flow. Still kind of dealing with some of those problems right now, which is okay. My computer broke down a couple times. I had to completely get a new video card, and then also one of my monitors decided to die. It was, I believe it was an inverter, and I just didn't have the time to... I have all the tools to like replace something like that, to replace the circuit board and everything, but I just did not have the time and patience to do it. So I just said, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna get a new monitor, and I have a new monitor over here, same size as my other one, it's not smaller resolution, it's not just max resolution, it's like how I want it. I'm doing a little bit more changes, and I think I might be doing some more updates on my computer soon, which is really nice. And I really think that's all I have for you guys on this build. I didn't tell you the compilation date. Now, I don't know when it was compiled, but I do know, based on the BIOS date, it was, maybe it could be compiled on September 24th, 2002. Now, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys for being with me all these years. I really appreciate it for my absence and everything. I really do apologize. I'll keep up with schedule. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. As always, Virus Slitterball, signing off.